Tell me if this sounds familiar. You work extremely hard learning about your prospect on the call. You've honed in on your presentation and your demonstration skills. You feel like you're about to close the deal, and then the prospect says, "It's too expensive." You can't seem to put your words together. You start babbling as a response, or maybe you've completely blacked out.
Please hang up and try again.
In this series, we will cover how to overcome any sales objections. So be sure you click on subscribe, because in the next following episodes, I will cover pricing objection, timing objection, I'm not the right person objection, and if you want to learn more, make sure you get notified. So click that subscribe. Let's do this. Today, I will talk about the 3 things that I do on almost every single call. Tip number 1. Stay calm under incredible pressure. Even if the stakes are high, this will allow you to, 1, outsmart the prospect or anyone on that call. It will show that you're confident, number 2. And most importantly, it'll de-escalate any high-stakes situations. Like it's a normal conversation. You have it all the time. Like I've heard this before. So don't overreact. And I'm going to use one of my personal favorite leading actors, Peaky Blinders, Tommy Shelby. So he's usually in life-threatening situations. Here are some. Let's take a look. Okay, so do not overreact. This piece is so foundational, and of course, we're not born this way. No one is born cool as a cucumber, and so the best way to learn this is through repetition. 2, uncomfortable situations. Get exposed. Put yourself in high stakes situations so that when those situations come up, you're used to it. It's normal. So what does that mean? It means that you should always welcome objections. Objections are just questions. If you think an objection is like, oh, this person just objected to my point, so what? Find out what that objection is, ask a question, and then respond. But make sure you stay cool as a cucumber. Remember to not focus on your facial expressions when you're staying cool. Don't try to have a stoic face. Don't even think about your reaction, because people will know if you're thinking about how you're going to react. Instead, train yourself again with exposure therapy. So put yourself in challenging situations and simulations of difficult situations, difficult scenarios. Let's take a look at a few that Tommy Shelby has exposed himself to.
It's delicate, Mr. Shelby. Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Rumors get started.
Rumors that there was a robbery.
Robbery of what?
Speak.
I asked my men to steal me 4 bikes with petrol engines. They picked up the wrong fucking crate.
So that's why they sent a cop from Belfast. You sell those guns to anyone, you will hang.
Crown of a prince. Soon to be king, I'd bet.
Okay, wait. Don't expose yourself to violence or all these very awful scenarios. Instead, take it down a notch. Expose yourself to situations such as. Let me think about this one. Okay, I got it. Go a day without using your cell phone or the internet and spend time with your least most favorite person in the family. Another way to expose yourself to uncomfortable situations is to buy a flight ticket to a place that does not speak English and do not have a plan. In that trip, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, try to talk to a stranger and get to know them and have a meaningful connection. That's another way to expose yourself to uncomfortable situation. And the reason why this is so important for me is one, it makes me feel human, like I'm a real person. I'm not just a robot going with the flow. It makes me think on my feet. And most importantly, it grows my comfortable zone. So every time I'm uncomfortable, I jump there, and then my comfortable zone gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Therefore, you grow as a person. Tip number 2. This is my second favorite. I do this all the time, and I think the best salespeople do this without even knowing they do this. And this is the art of using a state-breaking question. Let's check out some examples.
But the Oddfellows want you to know that any deviation from your instructions will have consequences.
What's your dog's name?
You visited your sister.
Hey, what's your name, boy?
Okay, wow, use a state-breaking question. So most people, they will passively go along with the flow of conversation. And by doing this, they surrender their power and they get controlled by the conversation. In negotiation, this is a result that will typically make the deal go bad, unfavorable. And so by using a state-breaking question, you will break the pricing conversation. It'll allow you to steer in a different direction. Vice versa, right? Keep this in mind. If another prospect tells you, hey, they're breaking the flow of conversation, they try to change the topic of the conversation, you have to stay on course. So if they say pricing, you say, that's great. Compared to what? And they'll say, oh, well, compared to, I'm just going to use Transifex. They gave me unlimited everything. And my response usually is, that's great they gave you unlimited everything. How important is security to you? So I diverted the conversation from pricing to security. What's more important? You can have unlimited everything, but if your connection gets hacked and you don't have a certain type of audit that's done by a third-party company, then that's making your whole integration vulnerable. Whose head is going to be on that platter if you connected to a platform that is or has security issues? So vice versa, they switch course. They go back to pricing. So let's say I told them about security and they said, yes, but I have unlimited everything. Use a state-breaking question and ask, what is more important to you? The security of your company or unlimited everything for that price? Make them think about that. Tip number 3. Now, this has got to be my favorite part, even more than the state-breaking question, which is essentially changing a person's paradigm, right? Number 3 is my favorite because I love finding a way to align my needs as the rep with your needs, with the prospect's needs. And so to do this, let's look at 3 examples. Let's go.
Your distillery provides 1/10 of your income. Protection is another 10%, and the rest you make from the racetracks. I know you keep a gun in the drawer. I know you keep it beside the whiskey. I know you offer a deal or death. Win. They're not planning on leaving. And after me, it'll be him and then you. And the fucking mafia, Alfie. They can distill their liquor, and it's against the law. They've come here and they like what they see. They're coming and they're here to stay.
Okay. Violent examples, let's not use those violent examples. To do this effectively, you have to think like your prospect. View the world from their perspective. It sounds obvious, but come on, let's get real. When was the last time you looked through someone else's perspective? Most people, they're just going to offer you what they want, and that gets them nowhere. What you have to do, what sets you apart, is that you have to be prepared to know what the other person's position will be on that call. So to do that, you need to scope them out. You need to scope out and probe their situation, understand their role in the company, the position within the buying process, understand their title. Do they even have decision-making influence? Understand how bad do they want change? How painful is it to stay in their current challenges? What are they willing to do to make things better? You have to understand this. And if all that probing fails, if it fails, and all the research fails, just ask. Just ask them. Tell me what you want. So they say, the price is too expensive. What do you want? Well, what do you want?
I want to know what you want.
I am going to stop right there because tomorrow is another day of this series. And if you learned something from today's video, give us a like. And if you want to get notified with tomorrow's series on how to overcome objection, yes, we will go deep, click the subscribe button. And thanks so much for your time. I appreciate you sticking around until the very end. That's awesome. Keep on closing. Peace.
Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.